You okay? So this is what happened. Um, I was trying to make. Hold on, I'll show you. Okay, my Meemaw's deviled egg recipe. All right, now I'm out of Dijon mustard, but what I did, and it came close, is I took regular mustard and I mixed like a little bit of this Vlasic, which used to be BALAS. See, whatever. That's an older. The pickle juice, like a little spoon of that in there, in the mustard, and whisked it up, and it kind of tasted Dijani. It gives it a little bit of a kick to it. Now a video I've watched on these eggs, because eggs were always changing and how they boil here, for whatever reason. It was 12 minutes, and it's like, well, you boil the water first, fuck Rachel Ray, and all her shit, trying to boil the shit in regular water that's not boiled. But that turned out like a disaster last time. But what I realized is when I used to shell eggs after you put them in the ice water and stuff like that, and you rinse them under cool water, I use this portion of my thumb. I crack it at the bottom, right? At the bottom, I smack it, and then I use this portion of my thumb, not my fingernails and crap like that. This portion, and you just kind of work your way down. What I've been doing, I try to work my way down to the bottom, and then go across the side, which can be not like straight down, but however you want, however you can figure it out, because it's definitely a weird thing. But what happened is I put these eggs. That's how they came out. I put these eggs in the water that was boiling, and the little bubbles came up, and I was like, well, there's two for my turtle, because the crap was coming out of the egg. Right? And so then I go, after 12 minutes, I stop it, dip them into the ice cold water, and there was the little flakes of the whites in there. But what happened is when I went to, like 15 minutes later, whatnot, I was doing some stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, those eggs. And so I went back and ran them under the cold water and cracked them, but there were no cracks in the eggs, which the eggs, two of them were cracked. So then I had no eggs that were cracked. As I'm getting the shells up of them, and I'm like, what in the world happened here? And then, like I say, this lady that shows 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14-minute eggs video I watch, because it changes, and that's one YouTube video that helps me out trying to figure out eggs, as it all keeps flipping flopping around on me. But I'm trying to say here, say the eggs came out, and what happened is wait, hold on, is my eggs came out, I don't know if you can see them, like that at 12 minutes, which looks more like 6-minute eggs, right? And so I'm trying to make this stuff up, and I whisked it with 2 hands with 2 forks, and that crap, I put the mayonnaise in there, and the salt and pepper and the mustard stuff I told you I made up, but they came out like this. Every one of them came out like this, looking like they were 6-minute eggs at 12 minutes. Not 6-minute, but say 8-minute eggs, because it was mostly, but it had some smeariness into the yolk. If that looked like the Muppet girl, looks like the Muppet girl. Like, put some hair on there, and in the band, the lead girl singer in the band of the Muppets. Ain't that some weird shit? Look just like that Muppet girl. Anyhow, so then what happened is like that crap happened with the eggs that weren't cracked. Here's the egg casings, right? Only one, you see, kind of fell apart. The rest of them did really well. Anyhow, I've got the stuff made up to put in there and then put paprika on it. But what happened is I've got a dish that is freaking gone. And this is the only place I keep it. This is where I keep my general crap I use. And it was like it was Mima's dish. She used to put eggs in. So it looked like this kind of stuff, right? It's like an intake dish. And it's round, and it had all these loopy-loopies, and where you could just set each individual egg in there. You had a thing in the middle where you could put the extra ones in there, kind of line it up, and then you just put some tinfoil over. But it's gone. It is gone. I've looked for it. I cannot find this dang thing. When Cousin Michael was here, I used it a few times when I got back figuring out how to make deviled eggs. This is about 2 months ago. Just gone. And then I'm like, well, maybe the other version of me, was making these deviled eggs. And he got the ones that to me were cracked. And he got the dish, and he's using the dish. And the damn dish ain't here. So, makes you really, question everything about this fucking reality. And then also some weird stuff that happened. I was watching the original Austin Powers, and I'm not calling this a Mandela effect, but this shit is fucking weird. So the original one, they're showing the dinner scene before they do the whole shark with laser beams thing, which Dr. Evil ends up kind of throwing up the devil signs and whatnot when he's saying it, but whatever, but this is what got me. I'm like, what the crap, dude? That's a human brain. So, and like I said, I'm not calling it a Mandela. It's a slight thing I damn sure could have missed, but it's like, yeah, they go into the thing, Unimunda, you can tell it's all blurred, blue. Fucking blue is shit, so, big shout out to Unimunda. But what happens is, they gave people food on their plates. And Austin Powers was, over here and whatnot. And that girl he was with in the first one. But the brains, and if that's a human brain. So Dr. Evil is kind of like Hannibal Lecter here, evidently. His son is flicking off a part of the brain, flinging it at his dad that was on his plate. And where's the sliced picture?